Welcome to day number 71. Today, we're gonna cross the river and continue on our way. As you can see, here's all the information that you need, as usual. So, yep, this is the path, this is the current route so far. Now let's turn on this sound and get going with it. Now, have you noticed in this world, it no longer rains? There doesn't seem to be any weather activity going on. I don't know if that's just my imagination, if I'm unimagining something, if I'm unimagining the weather. We have to turn on the clouds or something to have rain? This new updates to the mod is really changing some things with weather not really working. If you remember anything about the old episodes, there was just like rain, hail, and clouds and snow happening at the same time. It was basically hurricane territory. I wouldn't be surprised if there was just a random tornado just come out of nowhere and suck me up into that sky. Sorry, I had to take care of that. Alright, well, shut up then. Carry on. And so be it. God, there's seriously no, like, weather. There was precipitation. Looks like we got a whole lot of nothing left in this episode. Beginning to seem like this series is becoming more pedantical as time goes on, with episodes being only of 4 in a single month almost. That's what I used to be doing, 20 of some kind like that. Like, in reality, we can't do this at this rate. I mean, if I have to just be honest about it. I just do this series to relax. I don't really know why anyone would watch this at all. But if you happen to be watching it, then, well, yes, you might just be watching history as well, because eventually we'll get the world record. But traveling all the way to Antarctica is something I can't guarantee. As for the fact of just the amount of time, I'm not going to be an 80-year-old person playing this game. Bruh, Hey Siri, would you shut the phone off? Yeah, you watch. Dude, my phone's possessed. Okay, watch this. Okay, let me shut it off. And... Hey, you're not gonna do it while I'm recording. That's even creepier. Seriously, now it's not gonna do it? No. Yeah, just make me look stupid then, huh? I shouldn't have touched it. Maybe my static energy ruined the ghost that was in there. It kept turning back on and off. Yeah, now it's doing it! No, I swear to God. Wait, try to see my reflection. Okay, watch. Okay, I didn't turn it on. It's just gonna keep popping up. See? I'm not doing that. Yeah, what? Okay, wait. I might have touched the screen. I know, I'm so bored as to just be so interested in this. Stop! I mean, I know my house is already haunted, but it's not haunted. There's just, electromagnetic presence of someone who lives in this property. I don't even consider it a ghost. When I talk about ghosts or talk about voice cracks, then, well, you know that I'm being serious. Because, well, I don't even treat them as just some, sensational, like, cartoonish, supernatural type scary thing. It's not scary. It's just, yeah, there's just a ghost in my house, whatever. I mean, it's opened the door while I was recording before. It's just, it happens. I really don't think it was doing whatever's wrong with the phone has anything to do with that. It's just some dumb, super, very short-circuiting little thing. Yeah, I have lots of ghost stories if you have any, if you're familiar at all with this series. Or what you or the average person would indicate to be a ghost story. Even though they're not really ghosts in my opinion. I wake up and then this phone is just beeping. All I gotta do is just yell frickin' that robot's name and it'll just shut off the sound. And it's actually pretty funny. And it's just waiting for me to talk again. The only time it gets scary is when I start waking up and okay, oh what the frick, dude? And now my speakers are going crazy. Is my camera blurry? Hold on, maybe I'll do it again. You see that? You see how it's doing that? It's just flickering like that? Bro, there's a ghost in this room, I know. Bro, I'm sorry, we might have a literal supernatural encounter right now as I walk across the world in Minecraft. Yeah, I've talked about this ghost before that lives in this house. It's not really a ghost, it's just... Well, yeah, it's a ghost. I mean, you would call it a ghost, but I don't call it a ghost. It's just... It's something. I mean, yeah, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and hear this phone on my computer just having a conversation with thin air. It starts being like, I can't hear you. Like, I don't understand. And it's just like, okay, shut up, please. And yeah, the phone will just turn on and off. And it's like, it really affects the technology. Like, lights will, like, it's so, like, unbelievably, like, cliche that it's cringy. The lights will flicker. But I mean, I don't consider it to be a ghost, because I consider the concept of ghosts to be a sensationalized form of entertainment that's used by traditional mainstream sources of media and information to describe or explain this specific, very vague and broad spectrum type of phenomenon, when in reality a simple word has in no way a power to fully compel what it is, because it's just so diverse in its different forms of manifestation. For me, it would be nowhere near like what it would be in some other place, as an example. Like, some people think it's just like the classic ghosts or angels, demons, and dead people type crap. And then other people are so far on the other spectrum that it's scientific. Like, yeah, it's a different universe. It's quantum energy with atoms, and then on the other alternate spectrum, you have my experience, which is just basically a completely passive and by no means emotional force of energy, which just so happens to be linked with whatever house or property or building that you're in, clinging onto it by some form of scientific means that has some form of intelligence to it, because I've seen it intelligently interacting with my things. You can't unintelligently open a door. What animal do you know opens a door? Like a door handle. That door went open. Episode 68, at the end of the episode. Maybe it was not 68, maybe it was 67. Or 66. It's one of those episodes. The thing just straight up opened the door. That door is solid, it just shuts right there, and it just opens it. It's not some stupid bullshit that you see just in the form of Hollywood type, just complete bastardization of the idea. But if I had to share my own personal take on it, I'd have to admit to the simple fact that it, unfortunately, is not dead people. Unfortunately, okay? So if you're the type of person that believes in that, I'm sorry. I don't know why there's sand here. That's weird. What is that? Okay, what? Oh, that's a little bit... What? Okay, nice. Cool. You're the type of person to, be strong in your convictions around that, then, well, you could just cover your ears and ignore what I'm saying. But no, it's not dead people, it's definitely not demons, it's not frickin' whatever the flippity frick you want to think it is. It's some kind of manifestation or proturbance, as a 200 IQ intellectual would say, of space-time or some field of existence. It'd be a far under exaggeration or very oversimplification, if I will, to say that it's just an alternate universe. Oh, there's an alternate me in a different universe, and I'm somehow seeping through the cracks, or they are, and that's what ghosts are. I don't think it's that either. It's just some kind of... It's just something we don't understand. You can't just assume, like, well, then that means it has to be... That's a demon, that's a Satan. Well, you know, I mean, yeah, it could be. But I don't think it is. Like, there's nothing to say. Well, what about Ouija boards, you said? Well, I don't know about Ouija boards, okay? And I'm not about to just start arguing with the 0 people who are watching this who probably have some very... God, would this music just shut up when I'm trying to get deep and it's like... Shut up. No, I'm just... I really not want to agitate the sole person or couple persons that may be watching. But no, you know, it's a marketing strategy. It's just psychological crap. You put your hands on a board, you expect something so hard to happen. Even if you don't expect it to happen, your subconscious expects something to happen, and you can't control that. And there's literally like some kind of actual, like, study of it, of how, like, it's involuntary. Your hands can move and stuff. And yeah, you know, whatever. All that other stuff, it's just so intertwined with just a whole bunch of just fake hoaxes and bullcrap and just lies. You can never, ever seep out any of the ones that may, out of the huge amount, the small amounts that might be actually true. So really, it's like, yeah, I give up. I can't even be bothered to try to find out which ones are real and which to take seriously. Because it's just, there's so many that are just, it's just all fake. It's like 90% just fake stories and hoaxes and stupid things that are not real. So, I mean, everything could be explained in my opinion. And that's saying something coming from a person that literally experiences what you would consider supernatural things every single day. It happened on camera. And that's saying something. Like, I wake up in the night and just to see this mouse, like the mouse on my keyboard just like flung across the whole desk. I don't see it happening, of course, but like, it's like, well, okay, I guess the ghost was playing CSGO or something. Enraged. That's all I can say. Like, it's just, it's not anything that you'd imagine. Like, I'm just kind of tired of the whole narrative. Like, well, unexplained things are just, you know, this and that. Like, it goes back to the beginning of human civilization. Like, the way the sun works, it's some kind of god or I don't even know. I'm not gonna start going down this road. Where's the frickin' dot at? Why does it keep disappearing? Okay, what? Yeah, that's all there is to it. It's just some kind of universal intervention, some aspect of some field of energy or existence that's somehow inhabited by some higher form of understanding or existence with an intelligence, but not any emotion. Out of all the anecdotal experiences that I've been forced to undertake with the supernatural, one thing I've never ever effectively witnessed about any of it is any form of emotion being shown by any of it. Any form of emotional contact, as in, like, something reacting to something I say, or if I'm, or something getting, or mad or something, due to something that I do. It's just always been nothing but, 100% impartial activity of just energy or something, fueled by a presence of just intelligence. That's what it is. The whole thing about sensing it and having auras around it, that's like, I can never even subscribe to anything like that. Because it's just, there's nothing to suggest that that's the way it is. Yeah, now this light is not flickering anymore, okay? So maybe it backed off because I started talking smack about it. Maybe it is emotional. Maybe it's crying in a corner. I'm sorry! One of the scariest things, though, that happened was when I woke up and the closet door was open to my frickin' closet, which is right behind my bed. Well, I'm, like, imagine, like, this is my chair, right? And this chair is the bed. I'm sleeping like this. Closet's this wall back here, directly behind. And it slides over to the right of it, and the whole thing was just slid all the way open, when I obviously don't leave it open. So I was like, okay, I'm not looking in there. I'm gonna cowardly just hide under the covers. I'm very courageous, as you can tell. And now it's not doing it anymore, man. I really pissed it off. Well, I didn't piss it off, because, like I said, I don't think it has emotions. It's just, it has intelligence, that's it. You know, emotions are a human construct. Welcome to philosophy class. Okay, I know you didn't expect this, but you're getting more than what you paid for. They don't actually exist, and that's why I feel like when it all comes down to things, the elemental structure of this universe, and whatever forms these phenomenon, which then goes on to create these manifestations which we identify in our flawed ways of logic as being ghosts, whatever you want to perceive ghosts as being. There's always an efficient action which causes every reaction, but there's no real reason why those actions should take place. So all that is just intelligence. It's information. That's why I feel like the ideology or the conceptualization of the supernatural or the ghosts is purely the manifestation of some form of information, intelligence, intelligently being used by maybe some other quasi version of awareness and consciousness that's in a different plane. Because you know how, like, you know, some people argue the simulation phenomena or the simulation hypotheses. I know you might be, this has to be really big brain time. I should have warned you to watch a little bit of Rick and Morty before you started doing this episode. But I mean, like, you know how, like, lots of, there's an idea, lots of what you would see many to push out there as being the simulation hypothesis, being that of like the chance of this being base reality being like zero and whatever. Now, well, in all honesty, the way I'm almost 100% like sure that that's like 50% not the way it is and 50% the way it is, because it's like, yes, there's by no means any statistical chance that we are in base reality, as in like we are the highest perceiving awareness. Like you, as you watch me cross the world in a virtual video game, you can be aware of yourself and how you have no life, as I am now, but you can't sit there and be like, yes, I am the highest awareness, I'm the highest level of awareness any form of energy has in this universe, because that's just silly. Because clearly, like for example, even your cat most likely thinks that in some way it's the highest level, and it doesn't ask questions to anyone else because it doesn't know that anything else has any other information, because it thinks it's the best. It doesn't even, it has the ability to ask a question. You best believe cats would have the ability to. They just don't want to, because they don't think anyone has anything. Just like you, for whatever reason, like, there's like a limit on each level of existence. Like, you just can't break above it. We can't understand it. You know, and that's why we just identify it as being a freaking, like, I don't know, ghost. We can't ask it questions because we don't think it has any other information. But it's also more of a factor of that they can't foreseeably even deliver any form of information to us from their perspective, because it's just so far beyond. Just like we're so far beyond the logistical capability of cats, you know? And we don't shit in a box, but they do, because it's like, yeah, that's what you do. And all those dumb humans have a big bowl of water for whatever reason. I don't care about that. I don't even know how it works. I don't know why it goes around and around in that direction, unless you're in the land down under. I don't know why anything works, and I don't care, because it doesn't think it's significant. Like, we don't think ghosts are anything more significant than just us, you know? Like, oh, they're just dead people. Well, that's just so wrong, in my opinion. And, you know, like I said, once again, I don't want to be, like, so freaking boasty or anything, or like, oh, I'm so much more educated about this than you, but coming from someone who has so much unbelievable hand-down experience with this, my whole life I was living in nothing but the plain supernatural. It's just night and day to me. It's not even anything unusual. It's just so plainly observable, and it's like a normal everyday occurrence. It just happened right now. At least, I don't know. I can't say that that's what it was, but I mean, things like that, like, happen all the time. It's just like, yeah, okay, whatever. The door opens all the time, like, okay, whatever. You know, it's just, there's no emotion to it. Emotions are left out, kind of like, it's really just something that exists there, not out here, you know. And that's why we think, oh, it has to have an emotion, because that's our way of thinking. We have patterns. We think in patterns. If we have emotions, it has to have emotions. You know, that's what it is. It's with every species, except with us, it's so much more advanced. Like, we have to always think like nothing's higher than us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, all right, what is this? Oh. Okay. Well, dang, I wasn't even so I mean, concentrated on all this, not even realizing I'm already 10 miles in. Alright, and that's the episode, everyone. I hope you liked that pep talk of ghosts and why they're not real and you should get a life. Next time, we're going to be talking about why Santa Claus isn't real. Oh. Just kidding. If you're under 9 years old, I was just lying. Santa Claus is real. Everyone knows that. It's just like, there's just no interest in me with it. It has no interest in humanity. It's just there. It's just... It be out here. You know? It be out here. That's all. Like, when I saw that Indian, that Native American, it didn't give a hoot about me being right there. You think you think it just didn't see me there? Of course it probably, well, not even probably, of course it knew I was there. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about, like, watch 1 or 2 episodes back. Oh, it was episode 69, that's what it was. It knew I was there, the thing's not retarded. It's got power to sense the entire realm around it. Whatever was making that manifestation, maybe, I don't know, maybe it was real. Maybe it was actually some freaking cosplay convention or something. You know, this house is about 30 miles away from any civilization, so no, I'm just being sarcastic. That's not what it was. But what I can say is that it knew that I was there, even though it didn't acknowledge me. It just didn't care. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's no emotions. It just be out here, you know? And we want to think it has emotions. We even try to superimpose emotions so hard that sometimes it feels like we can sense it. But even that, I feel like, well, there's just explanations to that. Like, your brain just wants to make sense of the reality. You just can't make sense of it. It's just, you just don't know what it is, and that's it. We don't like not knowing. But it really do be out here. And I see it every day. I even have I have a name, Billy the Ghost. Billy the Poltergeist. Polty is also a nickname. Yeah, about the closet thing. Like when I saw that closet open and that one time, it was just like, whoa. Yeah, I'm not messing with that. Sorry. You could be playing pranks on me all day long. I'm not looking. I'm closing my eyes. I'll just be courageously hiding under my covers. And that's because that also has, that really hits me at home because, like, pretty much at the other first house I lived in, this closet that was almost like the same situation. Like, I had this very childish bunk bed, and this closet was right behind the front of the bunk bed, and it opened up like this, like with opening cupboards, and it was like for the entire time of my development, I was always just so unnaturally petrified at that closet. It was just so scary. Like, I was always scared of. I had nightmares, like from the earliest possible memory or knowledge. I had very disturbing and not fun dreams, vivid imagination dreams about like some very unseeable, undescribable, maniacal monster that was just in there. You couldn't see it, but it wanted to harm you. It's just always, like, there's nothing to incite it. I never, like, I don't know, why would I have been so scared, like, you know? But it's, like, just endless, and it was just unbelievably scary. That closet always seemed like it was just, that there was something in there. Like, I was just gonna one day be sucked into it, into a void of horrible, just evil. I was never around any kind of scary material or supernatural shows or movies or even books. Nothing that even suggested ghosts, like on any childish novel or anything that I had. I had nothing. Really, I had no even information to even understand the concept of scary. I mean, other than just, you know, the typical instinctual fear of being scared of the dark. I had no reason to be scared of a closet, but I was just never endlessly scared. of that one closet. I was like, I knew somehow that there was something wrong with that closet. There's something not right with it. I just couldn't stand sleeping there. But yeah, I had no ever direct experiences, and that's the main thing. It was never anything like that. It was never a direct experience with anything that happened in that closet. I never saw anything. Never actually had any encounter with some crazy Satan demon. It was the fear of nothing. The uncanny valley. The fear of subtle. It's the fear of just the absence of information. But somehow the information was there. Like, I knew there was something wrong about that closet. And I'm not gonna take that as some kind of otherworldly evidence that somehow I was seeing into some paranormal thing and like maybe that closet was haunted for some reason. Nah, I don't think it was. I was just being a very stupid human being. But that's what I'm saying. Because I don't believe in emotions when it comes to these things. I don't think it would be able to reach out to me and inflict me with scared emotions if it was somehow haunted or something. Or what people would describe to be haunted, infested with this outer energy, is what you can say. Because I don't think they operate like that. Emotions are so primitive. And whatever these things are, they're not primitive. Like, I'll tell you that. That's all I know. Emotions are so powerful. Like, we think that just everything is just emotions. Even our emotions cause us to think other things have emotions. So I'm trying to say, well, I hate to ruin your day if I did in the process of this one. Yeah, that's pretty much like what it is. I'm not saying to like not have emotions either. I'm just like, obviously emotions are very helpful. Like, we need to have emotions in order to understand what's right and wrong. I'm just saying, I mean, obviously that's something that's built off of nothing more than like millions of years of trial and error, and that's why it's instincts, which makes it primitive, whether you want to think it's that way or not. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, this thing's nearby, because like this light keeps flickering right as this phone turns on. I don't know how a phone can sense a finger that's not a finger, but like, you know how they say, oh, they work in magnetic energy. That I yes, like obviously, okay, that I can get behind, because that's like physical. That's like we're getting on the road to an explanation here. That I can get behind that. Yes, they whatever the phenomenon is, it has to have a medium of which to operate, and that medium might be the way some of our handy appliances operate, and it just interferes. You know what I'm saying? It's just a short circuit, eh? No, it's not a short circuit. I guarantee you. I don't know how a short circuit can turn on a phone. I don't know how a short circuit could even open up a door. I damn wish I had an electronic door. That'd be dope AF. Besides, sorry about that. This phone is not even plugged into the same outlet. Like, it's just, it's actually not even plugged into anything at all. Like, this white wire is actually just hanging off the desk. Because I actually don't even have any more USB cords to even to plug this thing in. This light, however, is connected to the PC, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it'd be out here, you know. It'd just be like that. This map really got like Kansas real quick. I really need, I wish they could have like a USB power strip. Just plug in a USB to a USB. Because, like, they just don't put these things with enough USB holes like these days. I need more than 9. You know how many stuff I have? Do you know how many stuff I have? I got 2 monitors, I got... Well, that's it. That's it, alright. I got 2 monitors, I got 1 keyboard, 1 mouse, a mouse pad that's lit up so it needs to be plugged in, this webcam, 2 microphones. How much is that, Arsh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And the sound system, which is 9. I don't have another place to even plug in this phone. And I do not have another outlet, so I could just have some cord for it. Dang. We out here just cruising on down. We're hitting it. We're hitting the road. It's wrong context there. I should talk about this stuff more often. It took my mind away from the fact that I was spending a colossal amount of time basically walking down this road. That was pretty interesting. It's only been 52 minutes. Alright, that's cool. Wait. Okay, we can stop right about... Oh! Well, what are you doing there? Now, that means we are... Whoa! 670. Nice and even. Would you look at that? Just on time. So, here we are. Whoa. Tall trees now. Getting really tree. Okay, could you imagine going down that road? It's just so empty. It's just like a wall of hay or something. Could you imagine, like, just driving off into the brush? You'd never be heard of again. They'd never find you in there. You think they got cell service? You can't call 911. You'd be finding Bigfoot before you'd be finding 911 or the ambulance. So anyways, that is that. Whoa! Look what I can do. So here's where we came from. Look how much the Earth just curves. Earth is really curvy from just where we started. Like, we went all the way... Oh, there we are. All the way from there. All the way around. Oh my god, where are we? Okay, well, somewhere. Yeah, alright, so that's that. So, now we got 1 more minute to go. I reckon only about 2... No, not 2. I reckon only about... 10 more episodes until we get to Canada. What does it look like around here? Oh, why does the highway end? This is a no-fly zone. No drive zone. Okay, that's a little bit different. Different time of year. That's what it would look like if I was actually walking in real life right now. Okay, let's see this for real. Okay, it's just green. Whoa! Windy. What is that in there? What is that? There's writing in the tree. Oh, it's a pole. The writing is, man, why are you here? So yeah, here they are just walking down the highway, and then you just got me in the middle of the lane. Could you imagine? With just like some headphones and shorts. No clothes or anything. Just. All right, so that's the end of the episode, and